Welcome to DevOps Techie channel. In the last video, we discussed about some of the introduction or background about our DevOps. Actually, what is happening, how we are utilizing our day-to-day apps, what is the checks happening in background, what is the security terms, how is the application alignment, what is the resource utilization, how the application working, how we are ordering, all these some of the details we discussed as the intro part for this DevOps. So today I want to discuss about one of the most important tool, where exactly the origin, where exactly the step is initializing. That is the tool I want to discuss here majorly. Git. Git is nothing but the source code management tool, version control system also we can call. Why particularly name itself it's suggesting source code management tool means here I will give some examples, like there are 100 developers in one project, all working for one only, all working for one project, all are working on one code only. One code means either maybe enhancing the existing code or developing the new code or bug fixing the existing code. Like this, there are some scenarios. So, most of the people are working on one code. First, suppose there are 1,000 lines of code in Java. So, there is one requirement came that developers needs to enhance the application. At present, I have ordered above product in green color. I want to enhance that into red color, along with it need to show some features of the product as well while ordering. Then it's a new enhancement to the developers, right? So what happened in real time? I am telling this with my hands-on, with my experience in my current project as well. So LLD design will be happen before developing. Designs will walk through. So after designing, the code will be developed. Code development also completed. Then what this person will do? The code was developed in my local laptop, and my project in the cloud. Suppose in the cloud, in one project is in cloud. So how my code will come to that particular repository? Repository is nothing but it's a collection of all the code. By end of the day, all the developers needs to push their code. For example, I am saying, see here, I have code in this my local, this, and then all the code needs to be at this place. Then how come this code will be go to this place? Is it directly go to that place? No, right? If one person is working means directly this code will be there, but there is also one more person who is working on the same code only. This is the second person. He on the second day he want to develop some code, then again he needs to start from first to 1,000 lines of code without this modification. Then what about the impact? So this person again need to have this sorry guys, this person again needs to have all this code at this place, right? And again after the completion of work from his side on the code, again this code needs to be go to this place. I'm considering this same bubble at this place means this is the same only. So again the second developer who is worked on this code, that also needs to go to one place, right? So if there are hundreds of people working on the project, all persons code needs to be end of the day needs to be there in repository. While they are working on the second day, they need to have all the latest code, because there are thousands of hundreds or sometimes tens of developers also, not about the number of count on head, it's about the impact of the code what's happening. So without impacting any code, all the developers needs to work. So at this time this gate come into picture. What this happen means, it will have some architectural. Yeah guys, I'm back. So it has some architectural systematic way how the developers needs to work, how the code will be safe without impacting any other codes, and how we can manage. There are some commands needs to utilize that we can discuss here. I will give some structural information to you guys. This is work directory, and this is staging area, and finally this is local, and I will consider this as remote repo. So this one to here, this one to here, and finally this one to here. What it's exactly means, I'm just giving you some structural information so that you will be uh, have some idea without any confusion, guys. So this is working tree. I'm giving some diagrammatic information for you guys so that it will be more understand for you guys without any confusion. Working tree, and this is staging area. This is the local, and finally this is remote repo where we are having all the latest code by end of the day after development or enhancement or modifications. So what happening here means, here all the developers are working in their local, in their working directory. 1 minute guys, without any confusion I will give some clear cut naming as well so that you guys can don't confuse. This is working tree. Here all the developers will have their uh, modification or enhancement or development of all the files. Either it might be in my project the terminology like logics, libraries, lookup tables is there, catalog libraries there, ilink libraries is there, bst lookup tables as well there. So I am working for one telecommunication domain project which is related to South Africa. So all these files we are naming like that only. So all these things the developers are doing work here, and then how from this working directory to staging the code will come. After working itself they cannot come round and join this at this staging, right? So then we need to use commands in git, that is add, and then staging area, and I can decide from staging area to it needs to come and set in local so that the final files will be, I will redirect it to, I will push to remote repo so that everyone will have the same bench in the code perspective. So after some files I added from my working directory to staging area, I wanted to send this files to local repo by using commit command, and then from the local repo it have all the files. So as part of the new enhancement, I just committed all the new files to my local repo. From here local repo to I need to send local repo to I need to send to remote repo by using the push command. So this is the basic diagrammatic view. What exactly means I will give you in some lines. There are a couple of developers in one project. All needs to work on the development of the code, enhancement of the code, modification of the code. Sometimes it will be a production issue. They need to fix the bug. So after they are working on the code in the files perspective file as the files, they need to push from their local repo, means they are working in their laptop. So end of the code needs to be not there in their local repo. That will not give us impact, that will not give us benefit, right? So that fixed code needs to be there in my project repo only, then only my work will complete. So for that process, in between the process there are few things. This process will be smooth by using this Git source code management tool. For this, you need to install Git bash in your local repo, or in my project, I am using IntelliJ. It will be like more user friendly touching, so that I will use this IntelliJ. You will have more friendly things to work more easily without wasting any time. So I have more exposure on this Git bash as well, but as of now I am using IntelliJ. You can, if you want, I will just spell it. You can also download and utilize IntelliJ or Git bash. Anything is also fine. This is about some structural information about the Git. So on the day-to-day perspective, you will need to aware on some Git commands. In this session, I will just give you some basic comments so that you will have some exposure. Git comments. If already, I mean to say, already 100 developers are working there. So from this local repo to remote repo, I am pushing the code. But tomorrow morning again, I need to start from the I mean to say start again on the code. So I need to have remaining 99 people's code which is there present in remote repo. So I need to have all the code of remote repo to my local repo. So again one command come into picture. So if a new person joined as one developer joined on this project, so he needs to have all the 100 people worked code, which is the one updated one in the remote repo. So for that we are using one command. So like this, for one scenario, there is one command we are using in this Git. So I'm starting from if you are a new person. If you are a new person, what is the command? So Git today we can cover 5 to 6 commands so that you guys will be complete the session very easily. If new person, he needs to use git clone. So git clone is used to have all the code of remote repo. First time if you are working as a developer first time on this particular repo, then you need to use the git clone command. So if it's a new, if you are you are at this place, the developer is working on the files at working directory, he needs to place his all the files into staging area. You need to use git add, sorry guys, this will be like small, git add, so that it will come to working directory to what staging area. If we are using this git add command, then the files will be added from working directory to staging area. And then what is next step? From staging area to it needs to come local repo. So for that I am using git commit along with a message. You need to give the message as well, like what you are doing, particularly what you are committing to local repo. Is this fixing one? There I am in my project, developers also give message like I am fixing the address mismatch update, I am just validating the validate library, checking the logic rules, fixing the Jira ticket number as well, they will give in this git commit, so that we can have information about this, what exactly the commit. Git commit, it will be from staging area to local. And then what is next? The final code needs to be there in remote repo, right? So from local repo to it needs to push to remote repo. There I'm using git push. What is the purpose of this git push local to remote repo? You can push. And then fine. Till now it's fine. If it's a new guy joined our project newly, then he can clone whole the project, so that he will have all the 100 developers code at his place, at his directory or local. And then if our developers work, he needs to add to staging git add, from staging to local git commit, from local to remote repo git push. Done. Till now what is happening? From local to remote repo the code is moved. Fine. If it's a new developer, he can clone from remote repo to local. But if in the case, today I worked and pushed all my code to remote repo, it's done. Till now, fine. But tomorrow morning I need to start. I only pushed to remote repo yesterday. No, right? Apart from me, there are 99 developers who worked on the same project, who might be some people pushed. Among 99, 45 people might be pushed. But on the second day morning, while I am working, I need to have all the 45 remaining 45 developers whoever pushed yesterday. Then I need to use git pull command, so that it will come to remote repo to local again. Understood, right? From I will give diagrammatic, so we'll understand. Remote repo to local. Here I can use pull, pull command, pull. Here I can use. So, and then we have a few more as well. Few more comments as well we are using. So what happens in real time means we can maintain some branching strategy. So sometimes we need to merge with the remaining people's codes as well. What's happening? Okay. At that time we need to have merge as well. So for that we are using git merge command is there. This is on regular basis we work, so that new branches will merge. One branch is merged with another branch, so that the code will be there. Sometimes we will get conflicts as well. We can discuss this conflicts part again. Conflicts nothing but a if I am A branch, if you are B branch, you are merging your B branch code with my A branch code. If yours and mine in A branch 10th line code, in your B branch 10th line code have different things, then Git also ask like, boss, which code I need to take, which is the exact code I need to take for this project. That is the conflict. in the git scenario. In our case, like, boss, which code I need to take, what is the thing, I don't know this coding perspective, if I miss anything, how it will be resolved, like this it will ask to us. That is conflict. So on the day to day basis, I am just giving you the commands which we are using and what is that particularly background thing. So git merge, and then git branch. If you are doing some work in your um, local repo, all of the sudden one of your colleague asked, hey, can we go to some, have some snacks, can you give me some your water bottle, can I bring you some chocolates from our ruchi bahar, like that. If it's someone disturbed us and we have some batakani for 10 to 15 minutes and then you forgot on which branch you are in your git bash, and then what you will do, you can use this git branch command, then you will identify that current branch where exactly you are, current branch where exactly you are. This one you can it will give you. So this is the purpose of git branch. And then one more command is there, git status. Git status will give you currently you are on which branch, along with the status, like is it committed on branch, plus it will give you status of files. If if it's at this place, it will show you at you are at staging place, you need to commit, you need to push. If it's committed in local repo, then it will, if you give git push git status command, then it will show you like these files are already in your local, then you just push to your remote repo. It will give some suggestions to us currently where you are and which branch you are. If you are have all the local changes, all the changes in your local repo, it will suggest you like, hey ma'am, you just push to your remote repo, then it will be fine. And you can have one more update, like it's already up to date. If all the things are already pushed to remote repo, it will give like it's already up to date. These many 1976 files are committed, already up to date, all these things it will give. And then git status it have, I will give git add commit push pull, right, something I will give you. Git checkout, git checkout command, what it exactly means, I'm just there in a branch, I'm just there in a branch. So all of the sudden some persons said that in that branch some pushes happened already yesterday. So just now you need to check something inside the files or something, some scenario will come, right? Currently you are in a branch and you need to go to another branch and see some changes, some logs, you know, some something you want to find out in another branch, then you need to use this git checkout and branch name, git checkout branch name, so that you will go to another branch. If I give git checkout to B, that is my branch name is B, then it will move from A branch to B branch. Currently if you are in A branch, if you use git checkout to B is my branch name, then you will move to this branch. So move to, you will go to new branch, you will go to another branch. This is about the git checkout. And you want to see every day while I am doing any merging things in my project, I use it before pushing anything, I used to use this git log command. Because what happened, What happened is, am I did any wrong thing? Am I currently in target branch or not? In git merge I will give one thing here as like git merge. While you are performing any merging between two branches, you need to be in target branch, and you need to have to you need to use the source branch name only. It needs to be there in target branch. It needs to be there in target branch. Then only you will use git merge source branch. This one I can cover. So coming to git log, right? So what I will do in my daily scenario, I use all these things in my daily perspective, not this git clone. So because I already it's there, and these things as a DevOps engineer, most of the times I don't use this git add commit. Developers will use this. If sometimes they will give me files, then I will needs to use this. So I will do git push and then git pull to have all the latest updates from remote to our local repo, and I will use this git merge, and I sometimes I will check with which branch and what is the status of the files. So after merging I will check before pushing to remote repo. I use this git log so that it will give me who is doing merge. I'm giving this scenario who is doing merge, and commit who did commit, which developer. I will see that developer as well. So I will conclude that okay, morning only this developer did, and I did correctly only this much. Git log will give you all the history. Log is nothing but history you will get. So these are the 10 commands, basic commands which you will use in your daily work if you are working with the developers. In this scenario, we have one more things as well. What happening on the day-to-day basis? Why we are covering this Git concepts, right? So what happened in the project perspective? I will tell. Just a few more minutes, guys. I will finish. I just given 10 comments only. We can discuss remaining later. So what happened here means dev is there, test is there, production, our application is there. So you can tell these persons as developers and this persons as testing team. This is my application, prod application. So if there is enhancement was given, or if any requirement come, or if there is any bug is there, then what happen means this bug will be redirected to a dev team for the fixing part. So what developers will do, this will come to this developers if it's in the code perspective, not like every bug will come to developers only. Don't assume that, guys. If it's related to code perspective, then the bug needs to be fixed by developers. And what these developers will do, they will fix the bug, and then they will redirect it to a testing team, and then they will redirect it to testing team. Here what the testing team will do, they will test the code from their end. If the uh, bug fix was working fine or not in the test environment, all these things will be traced through one of the ticketing tool. In our project we use Jira. So Jira, the ticket will be raised, the bug will be raised to the dev team. Then one of our developers will assign on them, and they will work from the code perspective. If it's a production incidents will rise. There are some of the people who will work in production, that incident will be initial stage assigned by themselves only. But here I am talking about the code perspective. So this Jira ticket will be on the dev team name. After the fix done by developers, then that Jira will be redirected to ticket will be redirected to one of the testing team members. So after the testing team members said that this code is working fine in test environment, then that Jira will be closed. So how this code will be come to this testing place, guys? So again, here our heroes will come to deploy our code in from dev to test, and then if it's fixed, again that code will be go to this production environment with the some LNI process, map process. We have some CRs like that. So again, here our heroes will come. So our part is like not about fixing the code, not about testing the part, testing this part, but after this work, dev will fix the code in Git, right? So here this part will our part will come git push, git pull, merging the codes, and yeah, finally deploying from one required environments. If developer needs to have unit testing in their environment, we need to deploy in the dev environment. And we have names as well for our dev environments, but I don't want to disclose here. So we have almost 7 to 8 labs. We have our code as drop one. So I'm giving some real-time information of a project as well here without disclosing any names which are using in my project currently. So in the dev environments, we have code as drops. For example, I say drop 1, drop 2, drop 3. I will give you guys. So just giving real time example as well. So drop 1 we are using, drop 2 some other team using, drop 3 some other team using. So to have our time save and without impacting any other code, you drop 1, drop 2, drop 3, what is exactly means I am giving this my current project, working project only. So drop 1 completely in production, drop 2 half of the code in production, drop 3 is not there in production, not in live. So we are separated our code as drop 1, drop 2, drop 3. And we have labs like 8 labs. I'm just hiding my labs name, so I can give here like labs 1, labs 2, labs 3, lab 2, lab 8. Like that we have dev environments for all these 3 drops. 8 we have 8 labs, 8 dev environments we have for to perform unit testing. Our developers will perform unit testing before it was deploying to test environment. For testing we have two environments, and we have that names as well. For one environment we are giving test sit only, but another environment name I am giving ABC environment name. Another one is like I don't want to disclose. So we have two environments for this testing. After this testing, it will before going to production environment, there is pre-prod as well. For all the drop 1, drop 2, drop 3, we have only one environment, one only. Yeah. So for dev environment we have lay 8 for testing people to test have their regression testing or sanity testing, dry run or not dry run, sorry guys. So for the remaining testing part we have two environments. For a pre-pod only one environment we have. This is the information. So how this git how we are deploying this code into environment means by using the Jenkins part. How we are integrating this git into Jenkins so that our all the latest code will be coming to respective environments. This we can see later a part, not directly jumping into there here and there. So today we are covered just what is the structural diagrammatic information about the commit, what's happening from which area to which area it will come, and what are the commands we are using, what is some scenarios like how developers are push their code, how pull their code, if a new person join, how he is taking all the code, what exactly the term like source code management tool, what is in my project, what I am using. These are the like some overall discussion we had today. Yeah, this is for today, guys. If you like it, please subscribe and share to your friends. We all can grow together. Thank you, everyone.